Welcome everyone, my name is Bee and I'm from Thermomix. You're in my kitchen today and I'm sharing 3 top tips with your Thermomix, and this is regardless of what model you have, so stay tuned because these are my top tips that I know I cannot live without. They make life a lot easier when it comes to using my machine. So if you can guess, pop them in the comment section below what you think your top tip is. But I'm going to share these 3 for what I love to do. This is a favorite in my family. Usually we'll make pikelets or pancakes, mini pancakes. And often, initially before I found this little extra bit in the mix shop, I was really thinking, how on earth can I get the mixture out of my bowl and into something? It's called a cake pen. Now, it doesn't just apply to a cake pen. It can be a jar, a container, any container. How do you make sure that you're not going to spill all the contents onto your kitchen countertop? Well, I can answer that very easily, and this is my top tip. So I'm going to remove my measuring cup, just like that, and utilize my lid as my funnel keeper, so to speak. So I can actually put any container underneath. So if you are using a wet mixture, I'd suggest this way. If you're using a dry mixture where you're needing to funnel it in or perhaps scoop in some dry ingredients, that would be a great way to use the smooth side because there's no ledge. So number 1 top tip, utilizing this as your funnel. So if you mess, it doesn't matter. It's going to go straight inside whatever container you are utilizing. And I love that. It means that I don't have to be cleaning up the countertop and scratching around for cloths. It can just go straight into the container that I am using. So number 2, and this one might surprise you. You may have seen me use this one before. I love this tip. This is my favorite. So I am not keen on actually wasting. So you will find usually whenever you have a batter mixture inside your bowl, a lot of the times the batter will stick onto those blades. So the best tip, so this is tip number 2, is to make sure to get that batter off. So this applies to pikelets, cake mixture, waffles, anything like that, even your stock paste. All you're going to do is add this back onto your unit and you're going to spin that for 10 seconds. Speed 10, but literally for 1 second. What that will do, I'm just going to do this quickly and also get out a bowl because my thing's full. All right, it's literally just a second and I'll show you exactly what has happened. So that mixture, you'll be able to see it properly, has now gone onto the sides of the bowl and down towards the bottom, and it's off those blades. So I don't want to waste any of that. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to scoop that out and use my spatula to get every ounce of the mixture out. So that's hint and tip number 2. But I think I've left actually the best to last, tip number 3, because I usually suggest this to my customers. Please make sure that every time you've used your machine, if you don't have the opportunity to put your machine straight into your dishwasher, I'm specifically referring to dishwasher now. Obviously, if you leave this mixture in your bowl, you just put the lid on, put it next to the sink, it will get hard. So I always suggest the quick clean. So all you do, place that back, your jug back onto your base. And I'm just going to move it forward so you can see what I'm doing. So all I'm going to utilize is a squirt of my dishwashing liquid that goes straight into the bowl. Squeeze that in, just a small one. Don't do too much, otherwise it will bubble over. And then a liter worth of water. It doesn't have to be precise. The really good or important thing is make sure that your blades are covered. then what you're going to do is put your lid back on, and you're going to process this on speed 10 for 10 seconds. So I'll come back after the 10 seconds and I'll show you. All right, that's the 10 seconds done. I didn't count it down, I just let it freewheel. And this is what will happen. So I'll just show you. The first part is your lid. Your lid will be clean. If you've used anything that has a lot of fat in it, even with the detergent in it, it will still clump a little bit, but it's taken off the majority of whatever is on top. Then I'm going to empty the jug and I'm going to show you what it has done. Now, this is the part that I love. So 99.9% of that mixture has gone. And a really great tip is the fact that you don't need those tiny little brushes in order to get down into the blade part. So what I mean by that is, if you have a look at your blades, you won't have to, on the underneath side, sometimes if you leave your jug long, in other words, after you've made a mixture, there will be some stuff that sticks on the underside of the blades. But if you do the quick clean, like I've just shown you, you won't have to be digging around with maybe a little spoon or a little brush or something to try and get rid of it, because you've cleaned it straight away. So those are my 3 top tips for you. I hope they have helped you. And please comment in the comment section below your top tip that you love with your machine and what you love to do to keep it clean, or something handy. I know there are many other tips out there, but those specifically are 3 that I use on a regular basis. I hope you enjoyed, and please make sure you tag somebody in this video so they can see these tips as well. Have a great day.